Kind of dig the music they're playing in here. Hopefully it's not spankable. It's so quiet and peaceful. Okay, who knows where we're at this morning? If you've been in here, you might know. You might recognize the menus. We shall see. What do we got? 41 people gonna join me for breakfast. I hope they have enough room. Hope there's more of you coming. Let me say hello to a few people. Sony, Maria, Greg, Don, Angie, Janice Q. How you doing? You're at the office? All right, don't tell. I won't tell anyone. Porkenstein, what's going on? Christopher C, Mike and Mary, Huggy Bear, Tom Mac, Enrique, BCDC, Marie Bella. Alright, does anyone know where we are yet? I'm not going to give it up till the very last minute. But I already had a cup of coffee, but we'll start. Let's ritualize a cup of coffee. 71 people already. Holy cow. I'm kind of hungry. I usually don't eat out that much, especially for breakfast, but I'm in a mood. I don't know what I'm going to have yet. Look at that nice glass of water. Troy, Share Love, Amy, N90, Frank D, Tam B, Missy Vegas. Everyone's packing in. Nope, not Planet Hollywood, Karen. Mark 1, you want your eggs over easy? Sounds good. Sugarbud, Joy. I like seeing everyone here. This is awesome. She's probably going to come back any minute. I'm going to see if I can do the childish trick with this straw. Hold on. Before we get... Oh, yeah, I think I can. Hold on. All right, you take it all the way down here. I'm going to try not to make a mess with these people. But I'm a good tipper, so who cares? All right, so you squish it all the way down. I'm going to move my phones and remove my stuffs. All right, let's see if it works. Hold on. Can't take me anywhere. I'm such a kid. Holy cow. Oh, it didn't really expand the way I wanted it to. Oh well, let's put this somewhere where they're not going to see it. Hey, what's that Bror Fredrik doing? 5 Bananarama super chat for my coffee. Tom Mack, thank you very much. All right, should I turn around? You guys haven't guessed yet. Not Ocean One. Anti-Val, not the peppermint. I don't know what I'm going to have. I think I'm going to have a French omelet. Did you check out the T-bone? Yeah, I saw that. I'm going to try to hit that up tonight if the sale's still going on. Because right after this, I got meetings to run into. And one of them's a VR meeting, which are always fun. I'm an avatar for like 2 hours. It's kind of cool. You do what all the time? Squish your straw wrapper and make a little snake out of it. Yeah. Boss. All right, let's get this menu out of the way. Let's get our coffee ritual on. Oh, I can still show the menu. It's got all the choices over there. I mean, do people still use Sweet and Low? Is that a thing? How are they still in business? I'm just going to go for one. Let's see. Nope, not the Excalibur. Okay, let me preface this. You'll know after I make this statement. Let me preface this by saying it's just a frickin' building. And it's just food. So people out there who are going to get, you know, a little dee about it, just stop. It's just a frickin' building. All right, now do you know where we're at? Ooh, wow. This is like the first I've spoken since I got up at like frickin' 7. All right, let's dig the silverware. Not egg slut. Oh, Maria got it. Alright, it's legit. Is it plastic? What does it say? Oh, it actually has his name on it. That's freaking sexy. I want my name on silverware. Alright, hold on. I need 2 napkins because I'm kind of freaking messy. I don't like putting my stuff on the tables. I know like 50 people. Oh, it's contaminated now. I know 50 people have touched it already. But it is what it is. I'm using my inside voice. Because you gotta be a little classy. Alright. Let me place this yonder. Let me get this over here. Let me put my crap over there. Let's stir this coffee a little bit. Yes. We are in the DJT. Because it's freaking awesome. And it's clean. And it's beautiful. And it's classy. And they treat you like absolute freaking royalty here. It doesn't even matter who you actually voted for. They treat you like freaking royalty in here. And I like being treated like royalty every once in a while. And there we go, watch. Bam! There we are. I'm sitting. This is their cafe/restaurant in the front. Let's get some views. And I'm sitting in, they let me sit in these like private seats in the back because I'm freaking awesome. I was sitting in that corner over there next to the mirror, but I was just like, no, I can't get the views in this direction. But let's check it out. I'll walk around towards the end a little bit. What up? You know, I don't want to be a D about it. I don't want to blow up my spot, you know what I'm saying? All right, hold on. Let me turn this around, say hellos, say all the hellos. A bonk. This place is the joint. Like I said, it doesn't, you know, let's take the politics out of it. I ain't even going there. But we will talk about Ron DeSantis in a bit. All right, let's get this coffee going. So, good morning. I don't know where you're at, but it's either lunchtime or breakfast time. It is breakfast time for me. And I am going to have, I know what I'm going to have already. I'm going to have a big-ass omelet. Maybe I'll be taking half of it home because the food portions are pretty generous here. And it's not that expensive. I'll show you the menu in a bit. These seats, these chairs are like super comfortable. Like, look at this chair. It's just, I'm just a boss in here. Look at this. They're a little too low, to be perfectly honest. Let me get situated. All right. Is that good? Is the light good? Is it flattering? I'll show you a little more of it. They got like a little cafe area, a little tiny buffet area, but I've never seen it used before. There's a bar over there. They got all the check-ins over there. I'll show it to you on the way out. You know, it's like we could exit stage left. I've stayed here when DJT was actually in town, and they tightened this place up like a clam's ass. You know, there's like a procession of security. But overall, you know, you just come and go. You don't have to be even staying here. You can just come, sit, chill, listen to this like new agey type music. It's affordable, and like I said, they treat you like gold. They actually do. And this place is like the freaking UN. There's people from everywhere. I mean, it's just everywhere, you know? So I dig that, you know? You run into people in the elevators, you're like, what up? Where are you from? Oh, Dubai, how you doing? But it's not even that expensive to stay here. During peak times, yeah, it could be like, you know, like every other place, $500-600 for a suite. And the suites and the rooms here are freaking gorgeous. I did a video on them. But for the most part, like if you're probably going to check in here today, maybe it costs you $130, you know? Am I allowed to mention the restaurant I'm at? Yeah, F it. I'm at Trump International. What's up? Let me say hello to a few more people. Let me suck on some coffee. You digging the shirt? I figured I'd come out and be like, whoa, what up? You know, kind of look the part. But I've come in here and like, you know, whatever. I'm still wearing jeans and sneakers. I just felt like putting on a shirt. Look halfway decent. Let me say hello to a few more people. Shout out Anthony from the UK, Chris, Nat, and Frank. That's cool. Do your drive, be safe. Bags in the reel. Damn. Coffee's good too. Helen, how you doing? Marcel. Oh, you all the way from Vienna in Austria. I want to pay you guys a visit one day. That is on my list. Bon appetit from Monterey. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yin and Yang. Jim. Oh, everyone's here. Ron Radio. Good morning, Will. We're at the Trump International. I'm going to take you on a little brief walking tour. And I actually, I don't know. They put it this way. They treat me well because I come here repetitively. I mean, I pull up to this place. They take my car and they're just like, see you later. But they would do it for you too. That's the cool thing, you know? I actually freaking dig this place. What do we got? 110 people? Not bad. My voice is a little like crackly. It's not raspy. It's a little crackly this morning. So, let me say something like, Bror Fredrik coming at you live from Las Vegas. We're going to have a little breakfast. I figured you'd want to join me a little early. It is... I got out of the car, it was 83 degrees, so it did not quite hit 90 yet, which is good. We'll walk around a little bit afterwards, you know, it'll get boring eating after a while, and we'll see what's up. But I'm going to invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. I had to do it quick, because I'm like it's cramping the style. Hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is 5 times a week. There's our waitress, she's like, I just gave her the... It's time to lunch. And if you want to support the channel, you can drop a super chat, some super thanks after. I got all the links down there. Let me hypnotize you. Links. Just check them all out. I got all the stuff. I ain't gonna bore you with that right now. So I'm in the mood to have some coffee. I'm gonna show you the menu too. You want to see the menu? Alright, hold on. Let's check out the menu. Let's check out the menu activities. Hold everything. Bonk. What do you misspell? I'm like using my inside voice a lot. Because I don't want to be like that guy. All boisterous. All the boisterous I'm there for. Alright, let's see what we got here. Should we go wide? Yeah, let's go wide. I think she forgot about me. What do we got here? A light awake. They open at 6:30 to 11:30 is actual breakfast up in here. So, you know, your avocado toast. Alright, here's what we're interested in. Let's see, what are we going to have? Can you read that? 222. Got the mellow yellow going on. I think I'm going to get a French omelet. I mean, let's see. Okay, choice of 4 items. Applewood smoked bacon, pork sausage, chorizo, roasted pit ham, smoked salmon. Oh wow, that's a lot to choose from. Holy cow. Choice of 4 items. Wow, what are we gonna choose? Or I can get an all-American. I don't know. Breakfast croissant is out. You know, the whole gluten thing. So, you know, breakfast is going to cost you $25 plus the tip. I mean, that's really the bottom line there. Oh, I didn't know he had a winery in Charlottesville, Virginia. And like I said, they got a bar over there. You got your cocktails. Let's see how much the wine is. $17 a glass, $68 for the bottle. Yada yada. Oh, that's his wine. Hold on, let's check out his wine. Cabernet. Chard. I wish I could drink wine too. A smoking old fashioned. I wanted to. Have you guys ever had a smoked drink before, where they put the thing? It's like a burner they put on top of. Like it's a little contraption that you put on top of your scotch or whiskey or old fashioned or drink, and you put the pellets in it and they torch it, and it creates smoke, but it sucks it down through osmosis into the actual alcohol. Then you take it off and it smokes a little bit, but it gives you a drink like a really smoky barbecue taste. I'm gonna buy me one of them. Check that out. Yeah, smoked drinks are good. Alright, the Bloody Mary Fund. Oh, let me check everyone's chat activities out. Mark, one with the 5 banana rabbits. Thank you very much. I think I'm gonna have my eggs over easy too. Can you hear the music back there? Is it too loud? Yeah, I'm like, we could all sit at this table over there. They just automatically assume everyone's a coffee drinker. You see that? That's kind of wise. All right, let's turn this around. Yeah, it's a very relaxing way to start your day over here. Sometimes I just come in here and just sit and have coffee, and they don't really care. You know? Like I said, you don't have to be staying here, and it doesn't even matter how you feel about it. I mean, it's not like, he's going to come out and sit with you. I mean, right? He might just come down out of his penthouse and be like, what up? But it's what it is. It's a nice place. It's right across the street, which you'll see on the way out from Fashion Show Mall is directly over my shoulder. Directly down the block is the Wynn. There's no casino in here. There's a little gift shop and whatever, but it's more of a hotel, but there's also residences here. You can get a studio apartment in this place. They're not big though. A studio apartment is approximately 550 square feet, and the one bedrooms are about 700. And they run in this building depending on how tall they are. I mean, how tall they are, how high they are, what the view is. They can range, like I've seen studios for like 260, 270, which in the grand scheme of things is not bad compared to all the other buildings here. Now, if you're on the 66th floor, which I think that's the highest floor, if I'm not mistaken, been up there, they have these gorgeous, like, 3-bedroom things that go for millions. Oh, I made a mess. I don't like that. Messy. But, it's not bad. I don't know what their building fees are, but I'm sure they're not cheap. But again, they treat you well. Now I'm, like, ready to order. What's up? Why is everyone avoiding me? Because I'm the dude talking to myself? How you doing? Oh, here she comes. All right, we need some food. Who's just popping in? Yeah, it was the building manager. I've let him made no, not $260 a week. When you ready? $260,000 you can buy a studio in here. Thank you. Let's see. I am going to have a French omelet. And let's see, what am I going to choose here? So I get to choose 4 of any of those. Wow, there's so many. They should list them this way. Make my life easy. I'm definitely going to have the mozzarella. I'm going to have some roasted mushrooms. I'm going to have the applewood bacon and let's see. I don't know. Maybe some chorizo. That sounds good.
And for your toast?
If you could bring me gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
Yes.
May I take the menu? All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sounds good, right? I don't know. I was just winging it. I mean, how could it be bad? Yeah, $260K for a, $260 for a week in a studio would be sick. I mean, I don't think you could pay that at, like, the craftiest places in town. Phoenix, what's going on? Yeah, I'm gonna do an omelet. You're not old enough to drink. Dang. Yeah, 30 floors is about right. But, like this, you ever like D-measure with people on elevators? I'm sure all you people have done it. You're on the elevator, you both get on the elevator on the ground floor, and you're like, you see who presses the higher button, and you're like, you know, you press like, you know, 29, and the other guy presses 32. You're like, fuck. Or is that just me? You know, but it's like when you got the top floor, you can just like, I was gonna say trump everyone. You know, you can just be like, you wait until everyone presses all their floors, and you're just like, was that like a guy thing? Am I right or am I wrong? Come on. $1,500 mortgage? Yeah, probably. Like I said, I don't know what the building fees are. The thing that sucks right now is, you know, how expensive the, you know, mortgage rates are. You know, when mortgage rates were like 2 and 3%, you know, things were a deal. But now that, what are they, 20 now? In this great new economy we have? You know, it's pricing a lot of people out of the market. You know, actually now, for the first time, I wouldn't say in history, but for the first time in a long time, it's actually cheaper to rent than to buy. And that's the future. That's the future. You know, no one's going to own anything. You're going to get a subscription. This is my take. You're going to get a subscription. I'm going to move this in a little bit. You're going to get a subscription to your housing. So just like, you know, you're paying for different subscription levels on all your other services, you're going to pay for a subscription level on housing. You're going to be like, okay, I could afford $1,500 a month. So you buy a $1,500 a month subscription, and you get to choose where you're going to live. That's how it's going to go. It's not going to be, thank you very much. I appreciate that. They're super attentive on the coffee, like super. I kind of dig that. But yeah, it's gonna, you know, housing is gonna be a subscription-based model, just like everything else in life is kind of that way. My eyes look brown in this light. So many incandescents. So get used to it. If you happen to own, you know why? I'll tell you why. Because owning real estate builds generational wealth. And generational wealth in this current environment that we live in is kind of frowned upon. Because generational wealth is the equivalent of freedom. And who needs freedom, you know? It's one of those things. Always fresh. Why don't I check? Yeah, so if you happen to own anything, that's good on you. Because this is like a whole generation or two behind me that'll never own a damn thing. I mean, everything, even phones are gonna go subscription-based soon enough. You know, you're not gonna like buy an iPhone, you're just gonna have a subscription-based model to everything. Your car, your phone, your this, your that. It's just, you know, it's their revenue stream. They don't want you buying shit. Like, okay, last night we discussed condos in Vegas are, they at one time, like 3 years ago, the condo was the way to go because nobody was looking at them. The prices here on homes sailed from like a median price range of like $279 or so. It just skyrocketed up to like $450 in like 2 or 3 years because everyone's fleeing California, so people are coming here and turning into California. So the condos were being ignored for the longest time. You could have got a condo in like Lake Las Vegas, basically on the water, for like $135. You know, it was ridiculous. There was condos all over town under $100, $125, $150. The building, the Platinum, you know, behind Bally's over there. Well, there's Bally's behind Paris / Bally's, whatever. They had like 3-bedroom condos. Granted, they needed some renovation, but they were like $165. You know, and you put like $20K into it, and you got an amazing place. Now they're like $1 million. You know, so it's getting a little ridiculous. But there was a time when condos were the way to go here because they were being largely ignored. The thing you have to be careful with are what the association fees are, because they can be pretty freaking ridiculous here in town. I'm making an absolute mess out of my coffee. But there's still some deals out there. You know, there's a lot of what look like apartment complexes complex, like standard apartment complexes in town that you'd think were just rentals, which are actually, they converted them to either co-ops or condos. So you can still get in one of them. Like you could still, if you really looked around and you didn't want to live too close to the strip, you could find, well, there's like this gray area before it gets nice again. And a decent building, gated and whatnot. You can buy a condo for like, you know, 140 plus or minus a 1 bedroom or whatever. But it's the building fees, you know, that you got, you know, HOAs there that you have to be concerned about. Because you can't write them bitches off if you live in a building, you know, like you can with standard homeowners. All right, what else are we talking about here? We gotta talk about, we got 150 people. Yeah, your house there would be like $2 million. A freaking fixer-upper in San Diego would be $2 million. Like a true fixer-upper, you'd have to get the rats out, you know? It's getting nuts. But, we were talking about subscription-based everything. So last night, I told everyone yesterday I had to, my router died. So I got the modem coming in, yada yada. I got it distributed by a router because I have everything connected to it. Just my studio/office has 9 computers in it. So, you know, that has to be distributed. It's all hardwired. I have switches. I have all that shit in there. Then, you know, I got about 4 cell phones, TV, iPad, you know, it's like, you know, so I have like a router distributing the signal and whatnot. Super fast connection, thankfully. And it freaking died. Like, every router that I've ever owned died at like the 2-year mark. And I swear they pressed a button. Ah, that looks amazing. Yes. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Thank you. I gotta show you. Let's see what's going on here. Hold on. Freaking noisy. Hey, Bror Fredrik, quit being so noisy. Oh, I got people next to me. All right, you wanna see? Let's see. What's everyone cheering over there? Someone win? Alright, that looks good. They made it a little fancy schmancy. They put some, what is that? Scrunions on there. A little light on the ketchup. That is gluten-free toast. Got all the butters. Look at the mess I made out of the coffee. So freaking pedestrian. Alright, how are we gonna do this? I wish I had... What do I wish I had for this? I wish I had some hot sauce. That's what I need. I need some hot sauce. Like some Cholula or something. Alright. Let's get some Cholula going. But my freaking router blew up right in front of my face. I was just chilling, hanging out. I was, you know, doing some editing, and I saw all the lights on top of my router go like it's supernovaed. And then I couldn't get, everything was working except for the 5 gigahertz signal, which I use on everything, and I was just like, this is some bullshit. You know, they just sent a spike out and got me, bastards. I think they do that with electronics to force you to, you know, purchase more. I mean, if the router, I mean, it was $200. I bought a new one, had it delivered same day. It was awesome. It's like the only thing I've been satisfied about having my what do you call it? My Walmart subscription. I placed an order and it showed up at my place like 2 hours later for free. But it was, you know, still $200. But, you know, it's what it is. I swear to God, they freaking spiked it, you bastards. And then I couldn't get it to connect, right? Okay, so dig this. So I couldn't get the router to connect. And I'm like tech freaking savvy, and I'm like, what's going on? I got it to release the IP address. I couldn't get it to release the MAC address, right? You know, that's basically every electronic has what's called a MAC address. That way it's like an identifying marker, like a home address on a device. Every single thing. That way you can be identified. So it's a MAC address. Yum. We're going to get all the butter. Excuse me. Do you have some hot sauce?
I have Cholula.
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 Perfect. Nailed it. Cholula. Sick. That's the best. I'm not down with the Tabasco. Cholula is my jam. See, and they got Cholula here. What's not to like? Okay, so I couldn't get it to release my MAC address, so I freaking broke down, which, I don't like to do, and most dudes don't like to do. I called tech support, right? I mean, I tried to call tech support. It took like 45 minutes. It took about 45 minutes for me to you gotta open an account. Oh, first you gotta sign up for an account. All right, sign up for an account. Click here, go back, check your email, all this other bullshit. Okay, I got an account. Okay, now I gotta go through the same process. What do I got? A freaking ad over here already? Did it? What is that? Electric bicycle? Okay. So I sign up for an account, and then they're like, okay, now that you have an account, which took 15 minutes to get, now you got to file a case before they give you the phone number. So I'm like, MFers. All right, let me file a case. What's wrong with it? It won't connect. Oh, did you try these 99 articles? Because I'm talking to an AI bot. I'm like, F that, let me speak to a human. And it wouldn't let me speak to a human. I had to go back in there and over and over and over and over. And finally, I got to a human. So the whole process to get to 24-hour complimentary free tech support for 90 days. I'm going to throw them a mouthful. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. So, long story short, finally got through. What's the problem? Blah, 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 blah. Solving the problem. I'm doing all the steps that I already did. So I'm already a little nut. 1 patty per piece of bread. That's what we're going for. Of butter. This butter's freaking good for you. Yum. So she puts me on hold. Of course, it's like, I don't know where it is. Like Pakistan or something like that. Okay, but nice girl. So I thought she put me on hold. So I'm going through my stuff, and I go into my Windows box, and I once again released. I'm getting a little nerdy, but I released the lease on my IP address, and boom, it started working again. At least to the computer before I got it into the router. So I'm like, because it's me. I'm singing. I'm going, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. Do-do-do-do-do. I got my internet. It's a miracle. And she pipes in. I thought she was gone, because she's reading from a script. I thought she was gone. And she says, excuse me, sir. It wasn't a miracle. It was tech support. And I was like, no shit. She must have thought I was nuts. I was singing, it's a miracle, I got my internet. I mean, you don't do that? It's pretty good for gluten-free. It's got that texture to it. Yeah, it's alright. So that's my story. So I don't know if it was because she was checking me on the God angle of it, or she was feeling like I wasn't giving her credit for what she did, but I was cool about it. I was just like, yeah. I was like, you know what? I don't know what her name was. I was like, you know what? Life's a miracle, Every little bit of it. It's a freaking miracle. It's a miracle we're all here. So, where be my Cholula? Did I have to get my Cholula? Alright. Shall we dig in? Shall I show you the digging image? Come on now. Alright, let's check it out. Oh, thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Cholula. Oh, look at that camera activities. Watch. Oh, it's sexy. This stuff is the best. I mean, there might be better, but it's my favorite. And you can buy it just about anywhere. Cholula hot sauce. I wonder who she is. Do we know her? No, I don't think so. But this stuff is the best. I like hot sauce. I don't like heat for the sake of heat, you know, just like burn your face off and be freaking macho or whatever. That doesn't do anything for me. Bump, bump, bump. But Cholula actually has flavor to it. I like heat that actually tastes like something, not just heat for the, not just scoldals, just to prove something, you know. Only you can be you with the 10 banana ranas. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So Cholula's my jam. And they still use the wood top. I hope they never get rid of that. Yeah, that's like a little sign of class there. We need some, what do we need? We need some, I'm assuming that is salt. Yeah. Or is it not? Oh no, that was pepper. What? Did that backwards. All right, still pepper's good. Pepper's all right. Okay, now we're gonna get the salt going. Oh yeah, I can see why they're using that like fine granular stuff. All right. Now we're all tweaked. Now we're tweaked. All right, let's see what this is now. What did I get? I forgot what I ordered. Hold on. Oh wait, hold on. Let me put it on wide. You'll probably get seasick. Black pepper and salt rocks. I like Himalayan salt. You ever read a Himalayan salt thing? It says, oh yeah, this Himalayan salt's like 250 million years old, which is bullshit. Earth's not that old. And then it says expires, you know, June 2024. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, it's 250 million years old, and now suddenly, because we touched it, it's going to expire. All right, let's check it out. Oh, that's looking pretty freaking sexy in there. I got all the meats. Yeah, let's check out this side real quick. What did I get? Oh, I got shrooms, bacon. What else did I get? I think there's some chorizo in there and some mozzarella. All right, I'm digging in. Sorry, I'm digging. I am why Diggy with the 5 banana ranas. Thank you very much. I am at Trump International across from the Fashion Show Mall. This spot, it's just so peaceful. I love this spot. Look at the TVs up there. Hey guys, I think I'm sitting by some mirrors. Do I got mirrors over there? Yeah. I'll take it. Look at the ceiling, isn't that beautiful? It's just a peaceful place to come and chill, have you some breakfast. Man, let me turn this around. Bam. Alright, let's do the taste test. Hope I don't get any on that. I never do this. You guys do this? I mean, if I was eating crab boil, I would. You know? I lean forward, you know? I do one of those. But I do put a napkin on my lap like a freaking gentleman should. Because I don't want, like, Cholula in my junk. Now, let's taste the omelet. I'm like, this is probably like cold by now. It's not that fault, it's mine. Right. It's good. It's good. I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty freaking good. How did they get it so perfect? And look how perfect that is. Like when you said picture perfect, you ain't lying. Look at that. It's like perfect. When you pull up in this spot, even if you're in a cab or an Uber, they open the door. Like they open the door for you. The valets, even if you're just coming out of a cab, they open the door for you. And they go, welcome to Trump International. They close the door. Even if you're not freaking staying here, they just treat everyone like, you know, like gold. It's awesome. That bacon is freaking good. I'll show you some bacon. It's like a little thick. Look at that. I love my camera. Where's this? This shirt is, I got it across the street. I bought 5 of them from the same company. They were, thank you. She's like all over filling up my coffee. It's a company called, believe it or not, Caribbean. I got it across the street at Dillard's. They were, because I figured I wanted to dress a little bit for the summer. I didn't have any, like for a long time, short sleeve dress shirts were like, you know, considered weird, like that movie, you know, where the guy went psycho, what was that? Michael Douglas, and he, you know, at everyone, and he's wearing like a nerdy short sleeve, like that kind of put a damper on the whole short sleeve thing, you know, pocket protector type of thing. But I wanted some for the summer, so I went across the street, and like I always say, I always go on sale. Yeah, it hits, well, I try to do the lean forward thing, but yeah, it's gonna get on me. But these were like, it's a brand called Caribbean. They were $79, original price was $79.50 each. And I bought 4 of them. They had them, I'm gonna pay $70. You know me, I'm always looking for the deals. So they had, it was on the 80% off rack, and they're cool and light and everything, you know, they're nice, but they're still, you know, they're really supremely well made, you know. It was like 80% off, and then it said, it was on an 80% off rack, and then it said take an additional 20 off on the top of that. Do the math on that. So 80 minus 80% is 64 bucks. No, it was 70 off. So 50 something, $56 off the 79 plus an additional 20 bucks. I bought this $80 shirt for like $15. I got all 4 cheaper than buying 1. And I'm wearing a nice designer shirt. That's how I roll, you know? I like to look good, but it would have been close to 400 bucks for those. So I always scope the sales. Like I beeline. Like when Dillard's has a sale, when Kohl's has a sale, unfortunately, they don't do the women like that. You ladies know that, right? There's no such thing as like an 80% off rack. You know, it's like ugly shit, if anything. But dudes, especially in small and medium, sometimes large. Like I used to take large, now I'm back down to like medium. But yeah. It's always sitting on the rack because most guys can't, you know, aren't rocking medium. So medium, 80% off. End of season clearance. And Dillard's is cool too. That's another place that treats you nice. I'm gonna spend my money. I want to be treated well. You know what I'm saying? I want to be called, good morning, sir, good afternoon, sir, how may we help you today? And I don't really like, I'm not like a help type of guy. I don't need freaking help or whatever, you know, but I'm still nice. Alright, check it out. So you're seeing the back end of it. Oh, that's freaking nice. Oh, there you go. That's freaking cool. The bacon is awesome. Look at all the fillings in there. Look at the shroom. Is that nice or what? I tend to buy at the end of season. You gotta like be hip on when everything's like, they're gonna switch everything out a little bit. You know, I buy at the end of the season. Like I bought these, I think last summer or last fall. They've been sitting in my closet waiting for now. That's the only downside. That's good. Let me see what you guys are doing. 140 people still hanging out. Good customer service is awesome. I look good for my age. That's funny. Thank you, Mom. That's like the worst thing to say to a woman, right? You look pretty good for your age. You're pretty hot for your age. For a guy, that Cholula is so good. I think I need a little more. But for a guy, it's like, it is what it is. You know? Just use the Tiege handling, link in the description. You'll be fine. Like, I do have some, like, you know, I probably have some clothes that I probably should. I was never into affliction stuff, but I do have a lot of, like, graphic tees and stuff like that, you know? I'm saying it's age inappropriate. I'm not an old fart or anything. You know, I'm not freaking 20 anymore either. I'm 25. You know? Yeah. Zoom in on them hash browns. Look at that. Dripping with Cholula activities. Can you see my DNA on there? Yeah. Now you can clone me. One in the lap, one for the face. Do you guys like doing these? Because I could pick a spot once a week, come and have breakfast with everyone, just talk, hang out a little bit. Mark says, buy winter in the spring, buy spring in the winter. Exactly, you know? I agree. Like, I don't think I'd have to be making, like, my interest on what I'm making would have to be so high I would stop giving a shit, you know? That, I don't know, I just still have a problem to this day, because I grew up a frickin' food stamp kid, you know? So to this day, I still have a problem, like, paying, like, full retail. And I'm from New York. New Yorkers, by and large, don't pay full retail. It's just our nature. You people know what I'm saying. I mean, everything is like negotiable. Hey, how much to fix my transmission? $1,000. I'll give you 700 cash money though, cash straight up. I got it. Nah, that's not enough. And then you like work out a deal, you know. I'm not 25 anymore. So everything's, I don't know if it's still that way, but everything was like a negotiation, you know? So that's kind of the mentality that I got. Alright, we're gonna do like regular freaking ketchup. Actually, I'm gonna turn 30 soon. Right? Full retail is jive because you know it's gonna go on sale eventually and you're gonna be like, you know? And what, are you going to return it and bring it back and get it, all that other shit? No, just buy it cheap. But like I said, for guys' clothes and guys' accessories and even colognes and stuff, we got it made when it comes to sales. You know, you ladies, they just take advantage of you. I mean, it's sad. I mean, I've rarely ever seen like an 80% off rack. Go to Kohl's and you find like 90% off racks. Legitimately 90% off racks for men. When do you ever see that for women? Never. 90% off. Alright, I'm gonna use them like busting it up. I want to cut the perfect picture, perfect piece here. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna stick in the camera. Oh, I'm like beating the hell out of it. Hold on. No, that doesn't look good. But trust me, it tastes good. That's good. I'm very happy with this. I think this is a good choice. I'll show you the menu again in a minute. Hope you don't mind me eating. No, that's what I came here to do. I told you in advance right in the thumbnail. I just didn't put it was going to be here because I didn't want like people being like teased about it. Oh, how could you eat over there? It's a freaking building. Relax. You know? if you want to talk about the powder you have, insulin. Of what? The collagen powder? That stuff is good. I mean, it took a while to get in. If that's what you're talking about, thank you for those 5 bananas. I've been on the collagen powder. There's a link down there somewhere. I think in the health section of my Amazon store. It's been game changing. You know, I mean, you're not gonna, just like anything else, like, you know, slow and steady wins the race. It took about 2 weeks before I started noticing it. I don't know if I notice it as much in my skin because, you know, I'm doing the Tiege Hanley, but like in my joints and whatever, like I always said, I've done it all, you know. I've done so much. You know, I've had an interesting life, let's just put it that way. So I've had a lot of injuries, and you know, again, it's not an age thing. Eventually, you know, it kind of catches up with you. And I used to eat ibuprofen like, you know, like frickin' Skittles. And ever since I started taking that collagen, I mean, now that I kind of messed my shoulder up, but maybe every other day, every 2 days, I used to take like 6 ibuprofen a day. You know, not that I'm like in pain, but it's just like, you know, little naggity shit. Especially out here. For some reason here in Vegas, I'm more susceptible to like joint pain. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's like the altitude or whatever. I mean, I've lifted, you know, I used to have an app to figure out how much I used to lift, like in one workout session of squats. You know, I used to do like 6-7 sets of 6 at like 315, whatever. I mean, in one app, I was just like, holy shit, it said I lifted like 45,000 pounds in one session. So it puts a lot of wear and tear on your body. You look good, but there's wear and tear on your body. Oh, look at this. Let me show you. Am I ASMR on my food? Wait till I start doing. Oh, hold on. Wrong button. Let me show you this. Look at that. That is freaking jam-packed with deliciousness. And I got that Cholula in my mouth. But that collagen, it helped a lot. I mean, I feel it. But you gotta let it wait. You gotta give it a chance before you decide. But it's worth it. And it's gotta be like, there's 5 types of collagen, and you need a blend of each and every one of them. Like there's fish-based, like crustacean-based. There's crustacean, fish, poultry, and beef. Like it's like, you know, they even use Roman numerals. You got to get it, that one that's very complex. It has to have biotin in it, and it has to have vitamin C in it. Will it ever get to the point? Will it ever? Of what? What are we talking about? Yeah, everyone wants a deal. Well, what are we talking about? My shoulder? Yeah, it can, you know, if I don't get it done within the next year, I'll probably have a problem with the shoulder, like permanently. But it's gonna be like freaking 50 grand, you know? I'm gonna make that on a buffalo machine, 50 grand. Healthcare in this country is like bullshit. 50 grand. You know, I just spent, you know, doing the dental surgery. If I didn't end up doing my facial surgery, I would have had my shoulder done. The facial surgery was like 22. You know, 22K. So yeah, that adds up. You're gonna go make an omelet? That's freaking awesome. I like what they did. They didn't like they made the omelet and they laid all the good stuff inside. You see that? How they did that? They didn't like incorporate it. Sometimes I like it incorporated a little bit, but I like what they did there. It came out nice. A month's supply of that collagen stuff was, I think it was like $30 or 30 or 35. I do the turmeric. Yeah, go to Thailand and do it. Yeah, no kidding. Would they'd fix my shoulder? Would they take my kidney? Would I wake up with like one less kidney? I don't know. Be a little nervous about that. I could have gone. It's from Scam Likely. I could have gone to like, some foreign country and had my dental surgery. This place is set up where they even have a hotel where you do it. But the problem with that is they want to do it all like immediately and force the issue. When I had it done, it was done over the course of like 2 or 3 months, all the surgeries. And I'm still going in. I got another microsurgery next week sometime, I think on the 31st. Just did one on the 22nd. They're doing like little shit to remove excess skin around my mouth, under my tongue. Because like my tongue, I could like freaking lick my forehead with it, you know? So yeah, but I didn't think I could do it all in one go. It seemed a little like they were rushing it, and there was some, it would have been like half. But then I would have lost out on 2 weeks, and I don't know about all that. But for a freaking $1 a day, getting on the collagen was well worth it. What I do notice, though, is my freaking nails. Listen to this. I could open a freaking tuna can with my nails now. I never had weak nails anyway. But they're like freaking, I don't even feel that. That's nuts. So for the women, if you got like, nails that bust all the time, or you're not rocking your natural nails because they're not that strong, that freaking collagen mixed with the biotin and the vitamin C is just like rock. Listen to this. That's nuts, right? And it's making my hair grow faster, which I have to shave the sides and the back to keep the high and tight. I end up doing it like every day now, where I used to be able to get away with it like every 2 or 3 days. But seriously, I could open like a tuna can with them. All right, let's eat. Because I know you guys want to walk outside too. I might have to go use the John. I might have to like leave his here at the table. I'm gonna eat, sorry. See you guys. Biotin is awesome. Well, it's all relative. You gotta think about everything else you spend in your life. Like, I don't know how people get by without like actually figuring out a budget, like our country does. They just freaking wing it, and most people do the same thing. Unfortunately, when our country wings it, there's no consequences. They just raise taxes and get more money from you. But as a family or as an individual, how do you actually function without a budget, know where your money's going? I know where my money's going, I know where I can cut down, where I can't cut down, and whatever. But the biggest killer, okay, we're eating breakfast out in Las Vegas at Trump International or whatever the place may be. It's going to cost you $30. Think about all the money you spend eating out, That's a lot of money right there. And people, people rationalize that and say, oh, it costs me more to buy my own food by the time I cook it. That's the biggest bunch of bullshit ever. It truly is. Because with this 30 bucks, which I'm enjoying, it's a treat for me. Sit out, hang out with you people, get treated real well. You know, it's all good. But I could buy like 4 steaks, you know? I'm not cheap about the food either. It's not like, you know, I eat ramen to save money, but a big portion of your budget, sit down and figure out how much you pay. Eating out is a freaking killer. Oh, got a Lowe's commercial. Alright, let's let this Lowe's commercial go. Yeah, I mean, you know, I like eating out, don't get me wrong, but you know, I try to keep it in check. I remember, you know, I used to like brown bag my food. Like I'd go into Manhattan and do these photo shoots, and I used to brown bag my food, and you know, I'd bring nice stuff. I wouldn't bring like peanut butter and jelly all fucking soggy and whatever. You know, I used to get a Tupperware and, you know, put some nice pasta with pesto and, you know, like something good to eat, you know, like leftovers I used to bring to work. And people used to look at me like I was freaking nuts, you know? They'd be like, you know, and, oh, okay, just spend your 30 bucks, you know, whatever. That's so good. That's so good. You bought the powder? There's another one that I just bought that I've been experimenting with. So hold up on that one was, it's very, that is on the higher end of things. And if it's not on sale, that could be like 35 bucks instead of 30. But there's another one I've been trying. It comes like in a 2-pound bag. And it has the same ingredients, but the 2-pound bag is the same price as that 1 tub of the other stuff, the platinum. And no offense against that company or whatever, but you know, deal's a deal. So I just got that about a week ago, and I want to feel, you know, I want to feel it out, see if it's the same. If it feels the same, I'm getting the same results, I'll recommend that one. No offense to the other company. But that was a very short-term sponsorship, and even if they continue to sponsor me, I'm not a freaking sellout, you know? I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, keep buying this stuff. I find an alternative, it's like AMF, you know? I'm not gonna just pimp a product, you know, for the sake of pimping a product. You know, all they did, I mean, okay, they sent me 1 free tub of it, and they offered you guys 10% off. Or what it was, 20% off or something like that. Because I really didn't even do it for the money per se. I just wanted to try it. I get a lot of offers like that. Hey, can we send you this phone case for free in exchange for a video? What do I look like? I'm gonna make a video for you for a freaking phone case? That's nervy, you know? Mark 1, what do I mix the powder with? I put it in, that's another thing I do. I do, like my morning shake, half the time I do, thank you for those $5. Half the time, Jim West, what's going on? You're eating too? I'm sorry, I'm hungry. Sorry if you got watching me eat. I chew with my mouth closed, except when I'm talking. I do a morning protein shake. Because a lot of times either I don't have time to eat breakfast, because I'm just like, I like to grab the first half hour of the day and call it my own. You know, I just don't like putting my feet on the floor and it's like straight to work. I gotta claim the first half hour, 45 minutes of my life for me, and it makes the rest of the day go better. But most of the time, either I'm not hungry, because I always eat before bed, which, you know, is not a bad thing per se, if, you know, you have your weight in check, which I do. If you don't have your weight in check, it's probably a bad thing, but I think it's more of a psychological thing because, again, I'm not ashamed to tell you, I grew up a food stamp kid and what. So I used to go to bed hungry a lot, you know? I remember going to bed hungry. So the feeling of going to bed hungry does not sit well with me to this day. Like my body almost craves something in it right before bed. So I do eat before bed. So a lot of times, you know, I'm not hungry when I wake up, but I do a protein shake. And I don't do the regular ones, which is like whey protein. Basically what whey protein is, you know how you see on the TV, they're making the cheese. They're making cheese, and they're making the mozzarella. We just ganked out hard. That was weird. I put it on, I was on the house Wi-Fi. They must time it out. Like after an hour, you can't get on it. That's weird AF. So what was the last thing I was saying? Hold on. Let me listen. Let me see where I gotta go. Let me listen. Let me see where I gotta go. Alright. So what was the last thing I said before we were so rudely ganked out? Not all guest Wi-Fi times out. Evidently does. You know, sometimes I can get away with more than an hour, but it's good. So, I was explaining growing up poor. Is that where it cut out? Oh, whey protein. All right. Just gotta keep an eye on the signal real quick. I'm gonna see if I can jump back on that Wi-Fi. Hold everything. Internet signal. All right, let's see how it do now. Wow. Yeah, it's fluctuating wildly. Wild fluctuations. Alright, we'll see how it goes. We'll leave it alone. Okay, so the cheese making process produces the milky fluid. They dehydrate the milky fluid and they turn that into whey protein and they sell that to, you know, protein manufacturers, you know, and that's what whey protein is. That is kind of hard to digest in the grand scheme of things, especially if you're not down with the cheese, especially if you're not down with the dairy. It can cause a lot of bloat and whatnot. So what I use is a brand called Carnivore, which is, sounds sexy, right? It's desiccated meat protein based. It's a little more expensive. I got a link down there in the health section for that too. So that's my morning. I do 2% milk with a scoop of the protein powder in there, which is approximately 30 grams. Don't ever, if you're into the protein powder thing, 30 grams is the most a body can digest and fully utilize in one go. On the can, they're going to say, oh yeah, 2 scoops is equal to 60 grams, and how many servings are in the container? Oh, 4. Don't do it, because that's a ripoff, because your body cannot process more than like 30 grams in a sitting. So don't fall for that. 30 grams is enough. So I do my 30 grams of the carnivore protein chocolate in 2% milk. I throw in a teaspoon of creatine because it keeps you, you know, keeps you looking good. And creatine's a good thing. It's natural. It's in meat, but it does make you bigger. I'll tell you in a minute. And I throw the collagen in there too. So, you know, I shake that up in my little container and whatnot, and it gets all over the place. I suck that down real quick. Then I pour some water in, like that much water in the bottom. I shake it back up again and get all the extra stuff because, you know, it's my nature. And that's usually my breakfast. And that's good for, it's not a lot of calories, but it sustains me for a bit. You know, I can go like 2 hours on one of those protein shakes and just make sure I have something in my belly. So I don't have a sugar crash. Yeah, no, Steve. I mean, it's technically not bad for you to have over 30 grams of protein at a sitting. Technically not bad. Unless you're already susceptible to kidney issues. If you already have kidney issues, because processing protein is very kidney intense. You know, the byproduct, the waste products of processing it, whatever, ammonias and whatever, certain amino acids that come from it. If your kidneys are compromised, yeah, you got to keep your protein in check, no ifs, ands, or buts. But if, you know, they're not compromised, you're good to go. It's not bad to have 40 or 50 or 60. Your body's just not going to absorb it, you know? You're going to piss it out or whatever, so you're not getting your quote-unquote money's worth out of said protein. You know, that's the only difference. It's not going to kill you or anything. And, you know, women could take creatine too. I wouldn't really recommend it per se, because it does bloat your muscles. And whey protein, for me, it gives me like the Captain Kirk bloat, like right under my rib cage, which I'm kind of susceptible to anyway. I have a very wide rib cage. You know, my rib cage is very wide, so I'm susceptible to having, you know, like the Captain Kirk thing going on there, you know, where your like stomach starts at your chest. So I got to keep that in check. You know, I don't want any bloat per se, and whey protein gives me the bloats. And I use, as far as my creatine goes, and I got, again, I'm not trying to sell you anything, we're just talking, but it's down there if you want to check it out. I use micronized creatine because you just absorb it better. And we'll discuss all those kind of things. I have that a bit too, it makes the stomach. Yeah, you know, I agree. You know, aesthetically, I just gotta, like, you know, like I said, the whey protein will push it up. But on the plus side, when you got the Captain Kirk thing where you have a very wide diaphragm, like your chest starts right where your stomach starts right directly under your solar plexus, you can get an 8-pack. Which I had like twice in my life. You could actually get an 8-pack, not a 6-pack, if you do have the Captain Kirk thing going on. But yeah. Cool. Are we done yet? That's cool, House. I mean, I'm glad I could provide this time for everyone. You know, I just feel like I'm talking and hanging out with my friends, you know? I mean, I could stage certain things in the studio. You know, I'm a little more staged, but to me, I'm just hanging out with my friends. I mean, we're having breakfast. You see me, I ain't stopping eating. But you don't know the feeling. Well, maybe you do. But from my perspective of having people incorporate me into their day, whether it's working out or while they're driving or doing laundry or washing the car or something, that's pretty freaking, it's humbling. I mean, I get humbled. I get humbled by when people give me gifts, you know. I'm just like, whoa. Even Super Chat, I'm like extreme. I don't take Super Chat for granted. It's so humbling, you know, that people want to be part of me and help me in my endeavors and whatnot. It's extremely humbling, you know. I mean, a gobble. I was just about to scoop with my finger. But this is a nice place, can't do that. I look forward to hanging out with you guys as much as you do me. I mean, that's just the truth. You know, if there was no one there, yeah, I'd be having breakfast by myself and looking at Twitter, blah, blah, blah. looking at the fact that Ron DeSantis, announced his presidency on Twitter and like it got more airtime than, whatever, mainstream media, which is pretty freaking powerful. And I'd be doing stuff like that. But now I get to hang out and talk and whatnot. I mean, I legitimately enjoy it. That's why I'm not gonna, say I'm rambling now. I'm on a bacon high. Let's get that. I'm getting the last little crumbs in my bacon going. Can you see it? Ooh. Alright, I think we're done. I always tend to leave a little on my plate. You don't want to, sometimes I'll go full-blown freaking, gavone and finish everything, but the only thing I don't know why. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, not to lick your plate, but the only thing I would lick my plate on is carbone steak Diana. If no one was looking, I'd pick up a plate and just like freaking lick it, because I can't like sop it up with bread or nothing. But that's how good that meal is. So if you ever get to go to Carbone's, get the steak Diana, it's like pot roasty with prime rib on a whole different freaking planetary level. It's amazing. It would be cool if you made a mixology list. Yeah, well, absolutely. Thank you, Mark, for that. What I'm going to do is that's going to be part of, I'm going to do segments like that from the studio. Now that I got my freaking internet back, like, there's always something getting in the way. I'm going to show all that stuff. You guys are going to be like an intimate part of my life. We're going to have breakfast at my place, I don't have to sit here. You'll see how I do my life. I'll take you in everywhere but the shower. I'm into it. I'll show you all my little protocols and all the stuff that I do. I don't know if it's good content. I don't know if you guys would be interested or not, but, the stats will show me, If I make a protein shake and, pick up 10 subscribers, cool. If I lose 50, that's cool too. I might lose 50 from doing this, because I know there's people out there going, hell, he's at that freaking Trump place. Orange man bad. I don't know what's going to happen. Because I'm going to go back and I'm going to change the thumbnail, because I want to keep it mysterious. I'm going to change the thumbnail to a picture of this place, or their menu, and put breakfast with Bror Fredrik at the Trump International. Watch what happens. Because people I don't know, they want to take sides over the dumbest shit. Excuse me. I just launched a piece of food out of my mouth. Does it matter? If this was Biden International, would I still come here and eat? If they kiss my ass, I would. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm not giving him my money. You think he's like, oh, Bror Fredrik just paid $25, man. Let's go out and have a party with his $25. You go to McDonald's and you're like, hey, get Ronald McDonald out the back. I got to talk to him about what he's doing with my money. You know what the markup on this is? Not the markup. You know what the revenue on this is? Like nothing. If they make like $3 off me today, spending $30, that would be a lot. So trust me, I'm not making anyone rich. I'm not making anyone poor. Neither are you. It's a cumulative effect. Places like this are here for convenience. This isn't necessarily a moneymaker. I don't feel like I'm enriching anyone. Am I showing support? Whatever. People need to just grow the F up. But watch my subscriber count. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Steve, this place is amazing. Listen, they treat you like absolute freaking gold here. And if I'm gonna spend my money, I could have made the same plate for like $3. Let's face it, at home. I'm gonna spend my money. I want to be treated well. I want to be like, good morning, sir. I like being called sir. I want to be treated well. This place treats you well. I pulled up. I got they gave me because I'm here fairly regular. They gave me like a window hanger. I put the window hanger on right before I pull up. And I roll up and they're just like, "Good morning, Mr. Fredrik." They know me by name, kind of. Whatever, certain ones do. But they'll treat you like freaking gold, too. Ain't gonna lie. People have misconceptions about this place, too. Because like I said, it's like the freaking UN in here. I mean, there's probably someone from Uganda over there, from Spain over there, from Hong Kong over there, from the U.S. over there. I mean, there's people from all over the freaking planet, and they're not getting freaking boners about where they are, Or anti-boners. All right, let's drink a little bit of this cold coffee, and we'll get to booking. I'm done with the Dubin around. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, parking is only valet. Well, or, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could park across the street at the Fashion Show Mall. It's like 100 feet from here. You can go park over there, both across. You didn't want to do the valet thing. But then there's degrees of valet. They have VIP valet, which is considered resident valet, which there's one floor dedicated to people who actually own property and apartments in the building. And if they know you, they'll be like, "Yeah, I'll put you in resident parking." And what that means is, they're kind of watching your car, A, B. It's just quicker, You go out there. Yeah, when I go to get my car, I press a button, right? It's like this. Am I done? Bonk. I press a button from here, and the car will be waiting. I mean, that's how they roll here, which is kind of cool. I mean, maybe you get that in the other casinos, but it's all automated now. Here, you can press a button. I could time my visit and be like, and the car will literally be waiting out front for me. Something to be said for that. And they don't charge. There's not a fee for it. It's old school. You duke them what you feel like duking them, 10, 20, whatever. I mean, I wouldn't go 5, because they'll remember that equally well, But yeah, like a 10 spot, maybe a 20, whatever. Or you park across the street for nothing. I have to try Chick-fil-A. Yeah, you got the valet at your joint. It's a beautiful place. Are there buildings anywhere nearby the place there? We're gonna go out in a second. As soon as I square up with my meal here, I'll show you quickly around here. I don't want to be like a freaking gabon, and I don't want to blow up my spot, and be like, "Hey, Bror Fredrik." I'll show you the place real quick. You've been looking at me for a freaking hour. I'll show you the place really, really quickly. I mean, they know I'm here. They know what I'm doing. It's not like I'm being sneaky or anything. But I'll show you. I just don't want to be like, you know what I'm saying? Gotta have some class. Yeah, I'll show you around this place, and we'll go outside and we'll go look. I mean, she's given me. She knows. I told her what I was gonna do. I was gonna hang out and do a stream and whatnot. She's given me a little too much room. She doesn't want to bother me because I'm interacting over here. Whenever you're ready. Thank you. That's not typical. Normally, if I wasn't doing, she's giving me this space because of what I'm doing. But normally, they'd be like more on top. She knows me. She's bringing me the coffee like a freak. But it is what it is. Do I practice Chinese martial arts for health and fitness? Yes, I do. I do, still to this day. I discipled to Wai Ming Sang, who's a direct descendant of Wang Fei Hung. Studied Hung Gar, Wing Chun, Choi La Foot, a lot of stuff. And that was more martial and combat. But I also did it for years, like 20 years. But I also do Qigong for health and for breathing. And I also, you could Google it. I also do.
Just you and Yanni.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Do you want to put in a room? Or pay here?
I am going to pay cash.
Okay, yes,
Okay,
of course.
thank you. I also make dit the jow, which is different. Like, I'm already using it on my shoulder and whatever, and they're like ancient Chinese remedies and whatnot. Jim West, have I stayed at the Waldorf Astoria? I have not. I have not done that. That's something I'm actually looking forward to doing. That's a good idea. Maybe we'll go check them out pretty soon. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. So, what are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Wynn, you'll see where it is. The Wynn is right up the block. You can get a cab from it, but it's a relaxing atmosphere. I mean, okay, it's nice to drink and, you know, play buffalo and shoot craps and, you know, then roll up into your room after. But you actually end up saving money here because there's no casino here. You know, you kind of get it out of your system over there, but as you can tell, the environment is like really peaceful. And if you saw the rooms here, they look more like, this place was designed 100% to be residences. That was the initial intent that people would buy and live here. It was never really designed to be someplace where, you know, you'd rent and whatnot. But like I said, there's a lot of people who actually live here. I'd love to live here because it's just cool and convenient. But the suites, you say that I did a video. It's very homey. It doesn't have that like IKEA stark, you know, which isn't bad, but I like that, you know, the vibe of like the Vidara, but you can tell it's very, you know you are in a hotel suite. Here, it feels like home, you know, the way the decor is, the type of furniture they use, the type of wall coverings or whatever. It doesn't scream hotel. It screams residence, you know, because that's how it was designed, you know. The fact that they rent them out now is sort of an afterthought. But yeah, so it's a great place to like relax also and just chill the F out. Am I related to Freddy Krueger? What am I supposed to say to that? I don't know. Angie, breakfast on Keith and I. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Angie. You are awesome. Thank you, Tom. Alright, let's see what that is. Alright, what'd they get? So it's $25 for the omelet and $6 for the all I could drink coffee. I've been drinking coffee since it's like 9 o'clock. Thank you very much. That's very appreciated. Alright. Let me get my ducats out. Let me get all my ducks in a row. See what kind of scratch I got on them. I don't like using cards and whatever in restaurants. I don't care where it is. I don't know why. It's something in my brain. I think I watched too many Soprano shows, you know, where they skim you and whatnot. But let's see what I got. Alright, so 33 plus, what, a 10 spot? Yeah, 10 spot should be good, right? Let's get some monies together. I got so many singles. Look like I just came from a titty bar. I don't know where all these came from. They're everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, let me do this right. Alright, we got that. I'm gonna give her all the singles, sorry. Who's a weirdo? Yeah, I'm getting ready to go walking. I might leave you here for a second while I go see a man about a horse. That coffee done went through me. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, now the tip. 1, 2. I got so many freaking singles here. It's ridiculous. There we go. Bam. That wasn't too bad. What was that here? Got ads for wedding dresses. Do I need a wedding dress? I don't think so. That's our thing I'm gonna do. Do you mind like watching my shit while the bathroom's right over there? Just watch my stuff. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna actually leave. Yeah, I can leave my valuables here. You know what? I'm gonna put. Thank you. I appreciate that, Phoenix. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna Duke her 10. I'm gonna Duke her 10 on the 30. I think that's fair. Alright, I'll be right back. And I'm gonna wash my hands, don't worry. I shall be right back. Did you time me? How long did that take? I'm pretty efficient. What time is it? Let's see what time it is. How come the camera was moving? Was somebody like messing with me? I see the camera was moving the whole time. That's odd. Why would it be moving? Alright, she didn't come. So let's gather up our stuffs. Yeah, I went to go drain the lizard. And see a mouse. I'm full. I'm good. I want to see what it says on the bottom. Syracuse Chinaware. The silverware, which I don't even know if you call things silverware anymore, is actually, it's got his name on there. My phone was ringing. It's probably from my friend, Scam Likely. I get like freaking 100 of those a day. Yeah, missed call 3 minutes ago from Scam Likely. Oh my god. Alright, let's gather up our stuff. I'll show you the location of this place. And you'll learn. And we'll walk around a little bit, but I'm going to try to do it quickly. And I wouldn't say like on the D-Lo, but I said, I want to blow up the spot. Be a douche. It's just the gimbal factor that does it. Alright, I gotta throw my bag in the wash. The neoprene bag. I keep a phone in there. I got a lav mic in there, and I got me a bottle of water with some liquid IV. Favorite thing ever. Got the keys. Alright, let's see her on the way out. I'm gonna put my chat reading phone in my pocket. So if I butt dial you, sorry. Alright, let's suck on a little water. I mean, I gave her a bunch of singles. I'm sure they think I'm a D, but money's money. Yeah. $10 tip on that. More than adequate, I believe. It's like 30%. Let's roll. Keep the receipt and write it off. Alright, let's go walking. I'm gonna show you the spot real quick. That's the aftermath of Bror Fredrik. I'm gonna straighten this camera out. Boom. I'm not too messy. Am I messy? No, I'm not messy. Fairly clean. That's a chair I was sitting in. Oh, I did make a mess in that chair, but didn't have to deal with it. This was to protect me from like getting a sunburn behind my head. But check the joint out. It could fit like 100 and something people. They got the big screen TVs up there. Yada, yada, yada. There we go. In the mirror. These are the reserve tables, by the way, that we were sitting at. Not that that means anything. You know what I'm doing. This is a little buffet type area here. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. It's on the table.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye now. I'll see you next time. They're just awesome. All right, let's do a quick walkthrough. We got the bar over there. Carpet activities. That's the DJT. That's the private room. Look at these beautiful chandeliers. Wow, chandelier pillars. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgical. More art. Concierge. Hope the music doesn't get me. They got two concierge. They got a person at each desk for quick-ass check-in. They got their own bell desk over here. It's just elegant. The bathroom was clean, too. You can fill out your stuffs over there. And they got a nice pool over here. Oh, my God. And fitness center. Like, she'll probably be there. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Don't get freaking butthurt. Don't get all butthurt now. Oh, they got all the music cranking in here. No. Oh, it smells good though. Hello, ladies. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh yeah, you are, aren't you?
Very.
Mm-hmm. He's got a giant head though, right? I tried to put that on my head, and it's like. Yeah, I guess so. I think so. I tried to put that on. I was just like, nah, it ain't gonna work. Have a good day, ladies. All right, what do we got here? Oh, the fast serve menu. How you doing? He's like, all right. Like, look, see what I'm saying about this place rolls like the UN? people actually giving F's over here? No. They're like literally giving 0 F's about the name that's outside. I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, the other day I was watching them fix this. It went bonkers and it was spinning like shoom, 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 shoom. like it was fixing to go back in time. It was a trip. Like it was doing like 800 RPM. Now let's watch the check-in procedure. Fresh flowers. It smells like fresh flowers. Shout out fresh flowers. Let's see. Oh, we got the typical Vegas. I don't want to leave. I just feel so like elegant right now. Check out the chandeliers. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright, you ready to book? Let's book. I gotta jump off the Wi-Fi though. Alright. I always let it go one revolution before I jump in. I don't want to get squished like a bug. Alright, you ready? I'm jumping off the Wi-Fi. Because it's loud AF up in here. Let me give you some outside views. I'm going to talk as loud as I can because, and this is their valet area. But that's the jam. I know most of the valet people in here. They're just all freaking cool. I mean, tell me. I mean, you see what I'm saying, right? Like 0 F's are given. And neither should you. Like the word international rings true over here. Wow, it got what the actual F? Alright, should I bounce? Alright. And this is where we're at. That is Nordstrom's on the ass end of Fashion Show Mall right there. So you can park right in that parking garage you see down there, which is technically the Dillard's Nordstrom's one in the back, and walk right across the street. There's even like a stop thing for people who cross. And if you drive through that when someone's in there, like you get like they shoot a missile at you. They're extremely protective about letting people cross right there. You will get jacked the F up. I guess this is a dog pooper spot. I don't know. But look, a blump. There you go. And yes, this is just a big ass parking lot adjacent. Signal's not the best over here. So let's see what as we walk. I think I need a little water. Hold on a second. Let me find something to sit this on. Yeah, it got warm. It's like a nice 69 degrees in here. Like I keep my spot. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I gotta settle in. Alright. Yeah. Alright. I'm putting on my little pack. I got a VR meeting at... I love VR meetings, they're fun. I get to be an avatar for an hour or two at 1. So I got a jet pretty soon. What time is it? Steve Z, you became a member? Thank you very much. You're freaking awesome. I don't know where this wind suddenly came from. But you can see where we're at. Like, most of the time, if you're staying over here, the quickest place to go to is the Wind Core, which is right there. And I think if you got a cab, and that's the other thing about that place, you know, the cabs and Ubers there are fast AF. There's usually always one there. And you could be at the Wind for like $6. You know, or you could walk like I'm doing, or everyone else is doing. Even at night, it's not so crafty over here. Not that I'd recommend it, but I've done it a gazillion times. Resorts World right there. FB right there. It probably looks further away than it is because we're on the wide angle lens. But it's pretty close. This was the old parking lot from the Frontier. I remember parking all the way back here. You know when you get like a new car and you're all paranoid, like once you get your first ding, you're like, F it, I'll park in the front. But up until then, you park all the way in the back, yeah. I've parked many a car in the back of that lot. Yeah, it's definitely showing its age. I think this is owned by Wynn, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Hold on, I gotta fire up my chat activities. I was doing all the pocket dial-ins. How many people we got? 145 for a breakfast one? See, if I continue to do that, it'll probably get up to 400 or 500 like during regular live streams. It's just people are not used to it. But I don't, it doesn't really matter. I had fun. I hope you guys have fun too. You know? I feel like we're all like closer now, don't you? We know each other just a little bit better now. You watch me eat. You watch me talk with my mouth full. Spit up a couple chunks of bacon here and there. Yeah, now you know me a little better. Nothing wrong with that. I just want to see how long it takes to walk here. That's why I'm doing this. Just to show you that it's not like... I mean, this isn't a freaking commercial for that place either. You know? I just like to give props to places that treat me good and allow me to live stream and don't kick me in the balls about it, you know? Like Bagel Mania. They were super freaking awesome, so I'll keep talking about them too. They ain't paying me shit. I didn't get anything for free. I don't get anything for free over there neither. But anyone who takes care of me, I know is going to take care of you. So what up? So here we go at Maggiano's. That's the other thing I want to show you. This is going to be the site of the reception dinner for the Bror Nation Get Together 2024. Right up there. Bam. Overlooking the wind car. That's going to be our spot. You see the sign right there? I'm trying to figure out what all this nonsense is, but I don't get modern art. That's our spot right there. Bam. I think there is still... Oh, there's still plenty of tickets left. What's going on over here? There's no fence, so we can go in. Graders and... Wow. Probably go all the way in here. Do I want to? Should I? Didn't say I couldn't. Yeah, there's 60 tickets left out of the 90. So yeah, I want to see you next year. We're going to have an amazing 5-course dinner, open bar, the whole 9 yards. Fellowship, friendship, all the good stuff. There's a big-ass piece of property. It's hard to believe the Frontier once sat here. I couldn't stand that place, honestly. I used to go there for the sizzling fajitas, and that was about it. I never won a dime in that place. That place was one of my Black Cloud joints. But it's fun. I can't see anything. It is so bright out. I'm like blinded. There's nothing really to see over here. It just feels like so gangster to be in here. Yeah, they go Maggiano's. That's gonna be our private deck. We got our own private freaking deck to chill on. Our own private deck, our own, we got our own servers and bartenders and the whole, it's a freaking jam. Ain't effing around. If you want to participate, just there's a sign up link to place a deposit in the Bror Nation Facebook group. I mean, by the time we're in there, we won't be like looking at a U.S. foods truck. Can confirm. They just do morning deliveries. Whoa. That first step was a doozy. I'm gonna hit on a little more water. She saw the camera and she fixed her hair. I love it. Alright, let's gobble some more water. So what did that take? All of not even 5 minutes? That wasn't bad. And I'm at the Winco already. That wasn't bad. Or you spend the $5 or $10 and you take an Uber or a cab. It's like 2 blocks. I can see my screen, but I can't. Oh, buffalo! Got buffaloes up there. And I see people playing that buffalo jackpot carnival game. Poor buffalo, what they're doing to him. This guy's making moves. He's aerodynamic AF. He had like a shark fin going on. It's across the street. I gotta get somewhere where I can see. This traffic is what it is until like 5 or 6. After that, this isn't really used all that much. Like once a mall closes, it's like desolate over here. I'm gonna go in and give you a tour of Maggiano's. I'll probably make like a glorious 4K out of it. Not yet, because they are actually in the midst of renovating the room that we rented. So once that's done, I'll take you in there and give you the what. I wish I cannot see the chat at all. I'm squinting like a freak. It's overcast, and I have a harder time with overcast than I do in direct sunlight with the blue eyage. So if I'm missing your super chats or your comments, I do apologize. I simply cannot see them right now, even though my screen brightness is on 100. So you come right down that block. If you just continue to walk straight, you walk right into the ass end of the wind there. Go, bro. Alright, I think I'm just gonna bust a move. Oh yeah, of course. Now that the light changed. I don't cue very well. I really don't. Coming soon, the Happy Camper. Is that a good replacement for strip burgers? Don't know. The Happy Camper. I wonder what that rent would be like. I wonder what the rent on like. See that? There go the construction they're doing up there. You see that? Maggiano, Little Italy. I wonder the rent is like $50K a month, maybe more. Holy cow! It's a lot of freaking. It's a lot of turns on the tables. With the staff, maybe like 50 people on staff daily. Whenever I go to a business, I always try to figure out how much they're making. It's just my nature. I sit down there and I go, oh, they have 42 tables. They probably average one, and like by the end of the meal, you know how much the place is making. Kinda. Just me. Just me being me. I think the signal looks pretty good over here. And you thought cola just made turlets, you know? Why is there a USB reader? Or is that an antenna sitting up there? Huh. Yeah, cola just don't make turlets. This is the shuttle and, well, obviously, I know you can read too. This is where you get your ride share from the mall. All these places in town are making very specific. They don't want, like, you know, the ride shares going up to every single entrance in the joint. So they designate spots, which makes it a little inconvenient, you know. You can't tell your Uber, like, I'm at, like, the west entrance at Macy's. You got to go to the official spot. The RW has the longest. That's a freaking walk. That's like a marathon to get to their spot. That's underground parking. You could roll right down there, or you can come in from the back off of Industrial, and you can come up. You make a left there, and you try to, make a left at the bottom, try to find a parking spot, and you come up right underneath the secret door for Maggiano's. Pro tip. Hello.
Hi.
Everyone's in such a good mood today. So am I. The Flix bus. We got all the shuttles and the tour buses coming up in here. I'm gonna stop somewhere where I can see the chat. I feel like disconnected from you guys because I can't see what this is saying. Why am I coming up here? I'm not walking in the street anymore. Made a slight detour. Now it's getting freaking hot. It was only 83 when I got here at 9:30. It's probably 90 something now. Oofa. And it's humid. I could feel it. It's like breathing water. For Vegas, I mean, it's not Florida humid. It's Vegas humid, though. Vegas humid is like anything in the 20%. Gets pretty like... What is that? A Rivian? What is that? What is a Rivian? How come I don't know what this is? Does anyone know what that is? R1S Rivian? Like Vivian? What the hell is that? Did she just ditch that dude? It's like her dress was all like all wardrobe malfunctioning. Alright. Hold everything. Yeah, this is a Macy's. This is a Macy's men's store. Macy's has an entire men's store, which is kind of cool. Macy's is not like exclusive like it used to be. They toned it down to like a Target level. Now Dillard's kind of took their place, with Nordstrom's being on top of them. Saks. Oh, maybe we can go over here and I can actually see. Hello, flowers. I'm gonna have to catch up on the chat later after VR time. What the heck is a Rivian? That's bugging me out now. It looked kind of rangy, you know. It looks like something I drive, like a Range. Is it an EV? I don't know. Who came out with a motor? I think Toyota came out with a motor. They just announced that it's gonna make EVs obsolete because it's so efficient. You put like a gallon of gas in it and it lasts for like 2 or 3 years or something. I don't know what they were talking about this morning. I was like, I gotta see that for myself. Alright, we're coming into some shade. This is the Valet for Nordstrom. They got their own valet spot, which is kind of cool. Complimentary valet even. It's even better. Hey, ladies. And this is the walk across Like they usher you right into the mall from over here. You see that? And like traffic is supposed to stop like I'm good. Thanks, man. Cool dude. Like where she's standing over there, like you must stop. They don't play over there. You will get dinged upside the head. I like the sandstone over here. It's kind of freaking cool. Complimentary valet. I might park here just to go to the mall. Let me turn this around. What is up? Whew. Target done went and shot themselves in the foot. They're all apologetic for. Oh shit! One too many. I couldn't see what I was doing. They're all apologetic for some activities they've been up to. I cannot see anything. I'm like Squinty McSquinterson. You think that the Rivian is an EV SUV? Is that the company name though? Well, who is that? I don't even know. Let me see if I can catch up on some chat activities. See what you get. It's at 100%, and I still can't see it. Whoa. Woo. It's a new electric truck. Electric vehicle is no kidding. Yeah, you got like right alongside of International, you got Dillard's, you got Nordstrom's, and you got Macy's. Those are all the facing ones. Or you can walk, wow, I'm sweating. You can walk directly into the mall too from there. And I just found out something new. They have complimentary valet here at Nordstrom's. That's kind of cool. So you can come park at Nordstrom's, let them take your car, you know, duke them $5. But like I was saying, you could also park there. That is, I mean, that's anyone's, but it's the Nordstrom / Dillard's parking lot right there. So you come down the stairs and you blaze across the street and go over there. And that's also one of their DJT's parking garages. But then they have the interior one. Let's see, where am I pointing? Right there. The resident one and all that. Whew. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just like dodging cars and going into crafty places. I like shopping too, though. Don't get me wrong. I do like shopping. I'm like one of those dudes you can take shopping, you know? I mean, I don't have a problem with that because, you know, I like looking at stuff and I like, you know, finding deals and whatever. You know, I don't spend a lot of money. I mean, I got shit. You know, if I never bought another piece of clothes the rest of my life, I have a wardrobe. I have like 50 to 100 shirts, you know, just dress shirts and everything else. So yeah, I don't really need stuff. But, you know, if I'm going to buy like this, like I said, it was an $80 shirt. I got it for like 13 bucks at Dillard's over there. So yeah, I'll spend the coin on that. Forgive me for tamping off, but it's freaking hot and humid. I do apologize, but we're friends now. You watch me chew. My shoulder is not nearly as jacked up as it was yesterday, but it still freaking hurts. Yeah, Rivian is the company name. I gotta look into that. It says it's 87. I don't know if yeah, maybe it's probably 87, 90, something like that. I don't doubt that, but it is humid. All these clouds are bringing in some humidity. I see some weird, one of those spinny rain wind gauge things on that. I was gonna say telephone pole. It's a freaking palm tree. Yeah, I miss Vegas too. How did I break? Well, I broke this shoulder. It's 2 years ago I broke it. Well, it was actually what's called an inferior dislocation, where I pulled my shoulder out of the socket like straight down. And it was an accident. It was a dumb accident, like really a dumb accident. My place has my bedroom has porcelain tile, and it's slippery AF. Like I could do that whole, you know, sliding across in my shoes and my drawers thing in there, And I never liked that from the start. I don't know who the design on that was just dumb. I never got around to putting carpet over it, and I just busted my ass on that. I had socks on, and I went shoop, boom, and I came down on my shoulder. Pulled it out the bottom, which is the worst flavor. They call it an inferior dislocation, which is nothing inferior about it. It should be like the superior one, because that's the worst. So it pulled out from the bottom, stretched all my tendons, popped everything in there, and to this day, I gotta have my bicep fixed, if you notice that. I mean, it kind of looks cool, but it's not. My insertion point is gone here. You know, the bicep should be touching my forearm there, so I have to have my bicep fixed, hopefully sometime this year. You know, once I scrape together 50K. So yeah, I gotta have that fixed. But this one, I think I did, me and my buddies were messing around with, I was telling everyone the story yesterday, with one of those massage guns, and I was being all freaking macho. My buddy, who's a bigger dude, and he's been doing it for a long time, you know, so he can take it on 100% and whatever. So I'm just like, yeah, if you can do it, I can do it. And I think it blew out this shoulder. So, yeah. I've protected my shoulders my entire life. I never even bench pressed, you know, never bench pressed. What do you bench? I don't, because I always wanted to protect my shoulders. Weird how life works out sometimes. Like I busted them in a non-athletic way. I've been going back to the gym and getting back on my legs and my ab routine in the back, but I'm afraid to, you know, that I could damage this bicep further. So I'm really doing nothing upper body. That's why I'm kind of shrinking down. I lost 30 pounds in the past year and a half, you know, mostly muscle. I was 209 before I busted my shoulder. I should post a picture. Not to flex, but yeah, maybe to flex. I'll post that in the Bror Nation group. I'll show you what I was like then, but I lost like 30 pounds, you know. It took me like 20 years to get it and lost it in a freaking year. But muscle is biologically expensive. Your body does not want you to carry an extra muscle. It loves carrying extra fat around because biologically, you know, it's a food supply, you know, going back to like primitive times, but it doesn't like excess muscle. It's too biologically expensive. One customer waited 3 years. I did not know that. I gotta look into that thing. That's crazy. All right, I got a jet. I'm supposed to be in a VR. I'm supposed to be in VR land in an hour. And I gotta get my head ready for that. Make sure everything's charged. See, I don't like wearing this with like dress shirts. It's not a good look. All right, people, I can barely see. No, unfortunately, Mark, there's no way to do it. Like Facebook, when you have the selfie cam on, after freaking 20 years, they still haven't flipped the image. The software that I'm using to do my live streams, which is like more of an API than actual software, I've been bugging them for a long time. If I used my iPhone, I could mirror the image, but on the Android, which I prefer because it connects better, it connects faster. It has faster moves off and on Wi-Fi into the different towers, and Apple is like, let's not switch until we know for sure the signal sucks. You know, where Android's just like, bam, it's almost like within 10 seconds, it bounces off and does all that stuff. But yeah, I've been bugging them for like 3 months. You want to see a picture of I'll show you a picture of my avatars. I will do that. My VR avatars. I got two. One for Immerse, one for workspaces, for Horizon, and one for big screen. I got 3 little avatars going on. They couldn't get me down. They had nothing with a high and tight, so I had to make them all bald. So yeah, I've been bugging them for like a month to come up. There's actually a button that says mirror the image. You press it and it doesn't do anything. They said it on a future release they would. Yeah, it drives me freaking nuts too that I can't just hold something up and have you read it. It makes me nuts. But then again, Facebook hasn't fixed theirs in like 15 years either. Because they're just like, why bother? But I think it's important. If you notice the previous software I was using, it did work. So there is functionality for it. This You know, there's so many other cool features about this software, and the level of connection it maintains, and it stores X amount of frames and buffer. If I lose connection, you guys don't even know it sometimes. So yeah, I'm loving this software, except for that dumb issue where everything's freaking backwards. So yeah, I agree with you. It blows. Anyway, I'm gonna run. I hope you enjoyed having breakfast with me, because I definitely enjoyed having breakfast with you guys. If you guys, I will post something in the Bror Nation Facebook group, and I highly suggest all you join, that if you do have a VR, I did post who has one, but I think I want to post something like a sign-up list, and maybe we'll do something like that. What's going on, man? How's everything? You know, sign-up list. Maybe we could do some, like, I'm going to be doing more 360s. I might do one later in the week. Well, what is today? It's Thursday already. I mean, next week. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a 4K one. But it'd be fun to do some VR stuff, too. Maybe, like, watch a video together, like a premiere in VR land. It'd be awesome. Anyway, people, I hope you had a good time, because I certainly had a good time. And I'm going to invite you one last time to like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again. And thank you for having breakfast with me. Thank you kindly for the super chats. Thank you kindly for checking out all the links in the description below. And you guys are just awesome and amazing, and I love each and every one of you. And that ain't no lie. Seriously, from my heart. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let me give you some views. Let me give you a couple views. As I say, on that note, Bror Fredrik out.